Ready, ready. Red 54. Red 54.
Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Two teams trying to finish on a winning note in the Las Vegas Bowl. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Here's Julian saying to throw. Got a man. It's Roberts. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice play. This running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. Inside. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll move the wide receiver. Say it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown. Buckeye made the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Berry. Got enough for the first. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Motion from the wideout. Here's Sayin to throw. He's got him. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
To the air. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sayin. Got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great catch and run for 6.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Bringing the heat. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it. Catch in the middle. It's Berry. Oh, there's an alley on the left. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Runs through, man, and he might have some space. The 30, the 20. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls it, fired, complete. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Berry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Throwing, say it. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeye! And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Grabbed over the middle, it's Berry. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Forced out of bounds, a good pickup there on the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Time to take a shot. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Say it. Here's a heat. And he never had a chance. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. We are locked up to start the second half. And guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really...
Caught, and he's got room. Bulldozes his way through. 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's Sayin to throw. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch on the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man,
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Again, it's Sayin. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Takes a handoff. It's Berry. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Levin. He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop. Here in the 3rd quarter, they've given up a lot of play.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. Rushes on him. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Berry. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Tigers are marching down the field. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Using his legs, it's Berry.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs. Take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Keep it on the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. 3rd and 10. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got it, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Under fire. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sidelines, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Runs through a tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to impose their will with the run. Can't get him to the ground. Turning it on! The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. To the air, it's Levitt. And his throw is incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Offensive line is really struggling right now late in the game. You just wonder how tired they are because they've given up back-to-back sacks now on 2 straight plays.
Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Sayed escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Jukes his way for more. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. The season reaches a conclusion with the showdown we have for you in the Liberty Bowl. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Guys, back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's... right there. Quarterback making adjustments. The run inside. It's Jackson. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
You know, it's funny, I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Sayin. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of... out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He wants to change this route. Sayin back to the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
you always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Say it. That's caught. It's Roberts. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Rams just keeps moving. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Breaks the tackle. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The run to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. There he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
4
And the offense will take that. Man, you just wanted this first down on 4th and short, but get the big gain now. Create some momentum, man. Now do you stay aggressive, keep the foot to the accelerator, and go try to get some big points.
Hand off from the shotgun. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's reeled in. It's Porter. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Here's Carr to throw. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. There's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. And you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Making side adjustments here. Here's Sayin to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Say it. Bringing the heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Motion from the wide receiver. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's up and no good. They go 83 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the move, it's Walton. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside. Motion from the back.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Dumps it to the back. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he muffs it. It's loose. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Jackson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mobley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Throwing, Carr. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there. He just wasn't able to stab it.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Carr. Complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on
it. Again, it's Carr. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Walton. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here's Carr to throw. Those two failed to make the... It's an incomplete pass.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting him, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Defense wants to bring the heat. Back to pass, it's Carr. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and he's got a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Palmer, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throwing, Carr. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeye. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender?
Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. There are certain games that get the juices flowing, and when you have number one versus number two, it'll send a shiver up your spine. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game, he told me this will be the test of the year with both of these teams in the Big Ten, ranked in the top 10. They have got to crowd the line of scrimmage and get after the quarterback, see if they can affect this top 10 defense and offense at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Come out strong, stop him for no gain on the opening play. So now it's 2nd and long. Finding some room. The 50, the 30, past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is explosive, and it does not take them a lot of time. Huge play early in the game, sets up that rushing touchdown. This guy is very dangerous. He has a nose for the end zone, and that's not going to be the last time you see him with the football in his hands. This defense, they better recover. They better get on the sidelines. They better get on the same page because they are getting blitzed here early, and the scoreboard already lighting up.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Got his man on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Gives him the big stiff arm. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Turning it on. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Sayin. Going to take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, say it. Quick strike complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Sayin from the gun on third down. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Coming out with it, it's Cross. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Pulled down for the tackle. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Creates a little space. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Fights off a defender. Maybe some room here. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the running running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they tacked on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to adjust the pattern. Say it. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Here's Sayin to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Motion from the wideout. Again, it's Sayin. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback may change this route. Sayin to throw for it on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Sayin. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Third and short now from their own 48. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a push on fourth down. On his feet at the 40. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Red pass, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Ohio State calls its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabs it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Runs through the tackle, and he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Sayin. Throws to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Sayin on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Racing down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeye.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Sayin. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it way down the field. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Say it. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running to Green. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Sayin to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Jackson. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Plows through the defense.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Zayn. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
He wants to change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Maybe a crease. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeye. Once he got some room, it was over. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The run inside. It's Jackson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Making side adjustments here. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. The short hands, it's Roberts. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Throwing, say it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going for it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. One final play before the end of the quarter. Might be changing the route. Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter.